Welcome to Cloud Shiksha 365. This chapter is in continuation to the previous chapter, which we have started as a series on cloud computing. And in previous chapter, we discussed about what the cloud is and what is the data center. Now we will take a bit further deep dive into the physical data center of cloud service provider, and I will demonstrate you how cloud service provider is serving various services, and then top 4 service providers in the market. So now we will discuss in detail about cloud service provider. So if we go by definition, then cloud service provider is referred to as any business or any governing body who is providing compute resources with certain cost over the internet. So that is what is called as cloud service provider. So this is like they have their physical servers and they are providing those resources over the internet for you to use. If we talk about the basic components for these physical data centers, where these cloud service providers are running their services, then these are servers, then networks, storage systems, power systems and backups, monitoring and alert management, and internet service provider. Because when we have or any CSP has all these components within their data center, they need to provide these services over the internet, so internet service provider is also needed. Now let's discuss this a bit more in a graphical way in the next slide. So we continue with these components which are the part of physical data center for any cloud service provider. So like what are those parts? So very basic components of a typical physical data center are servers. I'm giving example here blade servers because they are thin but with the higher capacity. Then switch racks, which is containing all your network switches, your routers which are connected to the blade servers and to the internet service provider. Then storage clusters, which is holding all important data and backups for the services and important applications which are running on these servers. Then we have our storage system, which is providing power to all these components, and this power management and all these components are also necessarily being monitored, and alert management is in place. So these whole components collectively constitutes or build a physical data center. So in physical data center, we expect to have all these components all together with important internet connectivity. So that means internet service provider that enables us to remotely connect to the services which are offered by the cloud service provider. So now we know that how cloud service provider has physical components which they are offering over the internet to end users. I will now just explain a bit about the definition for cloud service provider by National Institute of Standards and Technology, and as per NIST, cloud service provider is referred to as the organization or a company or a governing body or business institution that provide compute resources on certain cost over the internet. So what we just discussed before, that is what even NIST is saying. So now if we say that a cloud service provider, I'm giving here example, like it could be AWS, Azure, or GCP or Oracle. These cloud service provider are actually constituted by a data center and their cloud resources. That means the virtual resources they have. So this all together makes CSP, cloud service provider, and these services they are providing, they are available over the internet in the form of compute, apps, or custom services to the end users. So this is what the cloud service provider is in a nutshell. Now let's just have a quick look on the 4 cloud service providers in the market, or I will say the top 4 in the market. So the leading one is Amazon Web Services, that is AWS. Then just a bit behind is Azure, that is Microsoft Azure. Then it's Google Cloud Platform, which is also providing a lot of services and then we have Oracle Cloud Infrastructure in this list. There are many others, but these four are the ones who are leading the market for cloud services. So this was a short overview about the cloud service providers, and I will take a stop here for you to review these chapters, and we continue with the next chapter, where we will be discussing a bit more about the cloud service providers, and we'll pick one of these four to go on with the practicals. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe and share, and see you in next video. And also, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach me on study@cloud6.365.com. Thank you.